West, Los Angeles, California. We've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check the backer, check the backer.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You better be afraid of me.
Out of the gun. Goff. He's going to let this one go deep. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 14 yards there on a Buccaneer first down.
A gain of 14.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Check 53's right. Record. He's checking. Crash. You got tape. Get sick.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got this one complete to Perriman. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. Get him. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. It's a party now.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Check safety.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd and 7, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They got a man. It's Woods.
Let's go. 23. 4 down.
Now Goff on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Goff now looks to throw. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
What? 180. Check. Watch 54. 11. I'm here all day. Hard ball.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Now Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Levante David in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Check cross. Undercross. Greystone, travel. Hey, turn it up. Check 43. Maverick. Check, crunch.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Check 99. Check 50. Check 50.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's caught out left by Perriman. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Jackson from the shotgun, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get him the football in the passing game. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jim. Check 37. Check 37. 17. Ringo. Go. Hey, what's that? Check, Mike.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Goff.
Goff's pass, intended for Brandon Cooks, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Gone. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Goff. And, oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up. And now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's get it together, defense.
They'll go again to Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Gone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie linebacker from LSU, Devin White. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 10 yards out. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On first down, it's Gurley. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on second down. Fitzgerald, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Come on, set. 6 yards. 3, Mike.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Second and 10.
Again, it's Jones. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Jackson on third and long. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. On the counter, here's Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 26, check 26.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Get it.
On 1st down, Fitzgerald. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald, and he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The Rams on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 1st and goal, Gurley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Bucs 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 8 yards out. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. Zerline good with a PAT as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Fitzgerald. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald, he's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, Fitzgerald, and that's complete to Cooks. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fitzgerald, and he'll find Hall. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Hey, Haywood. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Look at me. Zipper. It's just me and you. Now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use The first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot